Hey friends, I'm Brandy Gable. Thank you for joining me on the road home to you. Here we offer hope and faith in Jesus to those who have been wounded by others, caught up in addiction, or afflicted by the storms of life. Every week I sit down with someone who's traveled those long, hard roads and met Jesus along the way. I invite you to join me as I talk with real people about real issues that really matter. Hey friends, welcome to the road home to you. I'm Brandy Gable. Today's going to be a little bit of a different thing. It's not going to be a full-length episode, as you can probably tell by the amount of minutes that it is. And it's supposed to be a full-length episode. And the fact is, I just didn't get to doing one this week. And I'll get to that in just a little bit. Let me just say, if you're listening to this in the future, we're currently in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic where everybody is kind of in lockdown-ish. Right now here in Oregon, in our home, we're on week 3 of being in our home. And Matt is still going to work every day. He's considered an essential employee, even though I think he's better here. But whatever. They're paying him, and that's a good thing. So I won't complain, I promise. But that's where we're at. Week 3 of being under the orders of stay home and stay healthy. And I want to read you this scripture because I think it's apropos. This is Jesus speaking in Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30. And he says, "Are you tired, worn out, burned out on religion? Come to me. Get away with me, and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me and work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me, and you'll learn to live freely and lightly." Folks, that's where I'm at. This has been a really weird season of life, right? I think we can all agree this is something that we've never experienced, and it's kind of thrown us for a loop. Some of us, it's hitting us very personally, very deeply. Whether you're on the front lines in the medical profession, whether you've had a friend or a family member who's been infected by the virus, who's maybe even lost their battle with the virus. Maybe you're somebody who is in an abusive relationship and being locked in with your abuser is a fear all its own. Maybe you're battling an addiction and the fact that you can't get out and be with the people that you need to help hold you accountable is driving you back to the addiction. The fact that you're facing fear and anxiety and the unknown is making you turn toward the thing that you do know. And that's the drug or the alcohol or the porn or the whatever. Maybe you, like me, live with kind of a depressive state of being, sort of a generalized depression. Diagnosed or undiagnosed, it's there, kind of always under the surface. And right now, this time, whether it's because the rhythm of your life has been upset or because you find yourself away from the people and the social environment that you need, it's got you feeling isolated and alone. Whatever it is, wherever you find yourself, I want you to hear one thing from me. And that is this. Friend, I am there. I am with you in this. Whatever you're dealing with, I'm feeling so much of the same things. I've even found myself thinking, smoking doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Maybe I should go back to smoking. You guys, I've been a non-smoker now for years. I don't want to go back to smoking. But in times of turbulence, it's easy to want to go back to the addiction, to what made us feel comfortable. As a person with depression and anxiety, this is also a time where I'm finding I kind of like the isolation. I'm not going to lie. I like the fact that I don't have to be around a bunch of people because it means that I kind of get to hermit And for me, I like that. But I also recognize there is a danger in that. The danger is that when this is all over, I don't come out of my shell. I stay here, right? That's not good. That's not healthy. I need people. We need people. We are created for a relationship. And here we find ourselves in this weird, wacky world where social distancing is now a thing that we say and think about everywhere we go. I don't know about you, but I even find myself when I watch TV or I see anything on social media pictures or whatever, if I see people that are standing less than 6 feet apart, I get a little nervous for them. I even find myself when I'm driving my car feeling like I need to socially distance from cars around me. Like my car can somehow carry the virus to other cars. It doesn't make sense. But this has become the new way of thinking. And yet we were created for a relationship and we find ourselves being isolated. And it's hard. For some of us, it's a lot harder than others. Some people are finding that they're thriving in this time, right? Some people are producing great works of art. They're finding that they have a new voice, maybe in writing or music or art or whatever, right? They're finding new gifts and talents and they're expressing them and they're creating wonderful things. We have musicians from all over the world that are putting on concerts. We have celebrities that are rising up and creating great video content for us to enjoy. We have museums that are opening their virtual doors for the world to see the greatest works of art known to man. Some people are thriving. Some people are not. And I want you to know, wherever you're at in this spectrum, it's okay. It's just okay, right? Please don't beat yourself up. If you're like me and you're sometimes finding it difficult to even find the reason to get out of bed, it's okay. It's okay. What we're experiencing is new to us. It's different from anything we've ever experienced before. And yet there's a certain familiar undertone to it. There's a grief in what we've lost because we were set in a pattern. We knew what our days held. I, for one, knew that my days held editing podcasts, leading recovery groups, getting Molly to dance, trying to maintain a home. Those were my days. They had a rhythm. They had a flow. And now all of a sudden, everything is turned on its head. And while my work is work that I can very much do from home, I find myself not wanting to turn to it. I find myself instead overwhelmed by the very thought of sitting down at my desk and trying to produce anything. Even this right now has taken me days to get to. And here's what I want to say. Here's my announcement. Things are going to be a little bit different for now. While we're in this stay-at-home order for at least the next month through April, things are going to be different. I am not going to hold myself to a production schedule. I will produce stuff, but it might not be full episodes. It might not be regularly scheduled episodes. I don't know what it'll be. It might not be every week. I just don't know. Because what I'm finding right now, you guys, is that this is a time when I feel like everything has been stripped back. And it's time to really just allow myself a chance to breathe, which is a thing I don't think we do often enough. So I'm going to give myself grace. I'm going to give myself permission to get off of the treadmill And stop worrying about production. Stop worrying about productivity. Stop worrying about hustle. And start focusing on rest and reflection and connection with my family. This is an incredibly rare opportunity that we have to listen to God. And I confess I'm not doing a fantastic job of it, because for weeks now, my anxiety has been super high, and I've lived in this sort of heightened state of awareness for everything. And now I'm finally getting to that point where I can just let go. Because we're just in it. Personally, the only thing I can do to help stop any of this is to just stay home. I can't do anything else to fix it. Nothing I say, nothing I produce, nothing I create is going to change any of this. I hope that you are finding hope and encouragement in a variety of places. I hope and I pray that you, my friends, are not so stuck in the news and social media that you can't see that there is good news out there. There are great things that are happening. Matt and I were on a walk just the other day in a neighborhood that it's kind of across the way from us. And so it's one that we've never walked through. And we ended up down this little trail. And as we were entering on it, there are some houses there. And it was great because there were some signs that some kid had made that said, "Hey, play I Spy with our family." And they listed a whole bunch of things that were on this trail for you to spot. And I thought that's fantastic. Here in this time when we're isolated, they're trying to offer something for those of us that are out walking and trying to breathe in some fresh air. It was wonderful. We didn't actually play because we were in the midst of a conversation, but it was such a neat thing. There are good things around us. There are countless people that are going to work every single day to provide for the rest of us, whether that's groceries and gas or whether that's medical attention, medical supplies. There are people that are putting their lives on the line every single day so that we will be healthy. That is fantastic. There is good news. There's good news in that this virus is slowing down in other countries, even though it's ramping up in ours. There is an end in sight. That's good news. You know what the best news is? As daunting as any of this seems, as big as any of this seems, our God is 1,000 bajillion times bigger. He's so much bigger than any of this. And he's calling us to him. He's saying, hey, the rhythms of your life have gotten completely turned around right now. So let's stop. Let's rest. Let's find a new rhythm. Let's operate under my rhythm. And God doesn't do things the way we think he should do things. He doesn't operate under the same laws and rules that we operate under. God's rest looks different. And right now, I feel like God is saying to me, Brandy, you need to rest. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know exactly what that means. I do know this. I have cooked more in the past few weeks than I have cooked in a year. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it's a thing. I know I'm enjoying spending time with my kids, time that I otherwise wouldn't have. I've been playing computer games with my daughter. It's been a lot of fun. Stardew Valley. Can I just say, hey, if you've got $15 extra and a computer, go get Stardew Valley. Because it's like this, it's so relaxing. It's good therapy. But but don't get stuck on it, because you can get really stuck on it. And like pretty soon it's like, 40 hours later. That's too long. Don't play that long. I guess what I'm saying is this, you guys. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be making podcasts. I'm still going to be doing the stuff. I'm just not going to be doing it quite the same way for a season, because I need to take care of me and I need to take care of my family, and that has to come first. You guys, I feel like I'm just kind of rambling at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and take off now. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for continuing to tune in. Thank you so much. If you're a Patreon supporter and you can no longer support the show, listen, it's okay. You do not need to feel bad about that. Like, I get it. You need to also take care of your family first. So do that however you need to do that. And we're all going to make it through, right? One way or another, God is going to see us through this. And when I say us, I don't just mean like us that are listening. And I don't mean us that are Christians. And I don't mean us that are Americans. I mean us as an entire global community. We will overcome this. We will be on the other side. And hopefully it will be a new world. And it will be a new normal, but hopefully it will be a new normal that includes rest and reflection and quietness and a new rhythm with God. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm praying for myself, for you, and for everyone. You guys be well, be healthy, wash your hands for the love of everything. Wash your hands, stay inside if you can. If you need to go out, please try to limit it. Please try to limit it. The world is counting on you. You are a superhero. Okay. I love you guys. Remember, love God, love people from 6 feet away. Pray hard. Pray so hard. I'll see you guys next time.